Being a mom somehow comes natural to me. And that's funny considering the fact that growing up, I never thought about having kids or a family, being someone's wife, or even playing with dolls. Instead, my mom and my abuelita always gave me books, conversations, long hugs, and juicy stories about our ancestors and about our neighbors. Growing up, I was a very lonely little one, only surrounded by adults living in a small country of Chile, so-called third world country. By the way, I always wonder where is the second world located? And how in this world I ended up marrying a guy from the first world. I guess I'm the lucky one to have the best of all worlds, a rare privilege for this humble, legal, resident alien, title given to me by Homeland Security. Yeah. I grew up in a house full of independent, spirited women, grandma, mama, me, and younger sister. With that being said, I was sort of a men hater for a while. So teen pregnancy was the least of my mom's problems. Thank God I was over when I went to college. Then after traveled the world, and years later marrying the guy from the exotic land of Connecticut, and practicing like crazy the art of making babies, and miracle happens, boom, twice. And then I felt incredibly powerful and complete. So after 2 pregnancies, 2 C-sections, and 2 babies later, I am still amazed how those 2 little individuals belong to me. And how on earth 2 average-looking people with some impressive IQs can make those 2 wonderful babies with some impressive IQs. Of course, all that is from my gene pool. I made those 2 knuckleheads with my own body. The same body who faced and defeated breast cancer a couple years ago, and the same body who gets laid pretty often and on demand. Yes, ma'am. Yep, with the same man for 13 years. The same young body who climbed several times the Andes of the, the peaks of the Andes mountains and danced with bleeding toes classical ballet pieces for 12 years. Also the same small body who suffered a sexual molestation at the age of 5 and a violent intent of rape at 25. Obviously, my body still has a brain, able to think, and also to make some mom's-like rules. And from those set of rules, I have 2 very uncompromised and strict ones. Those are, never lie to each other, and always have mutual respect. It is a different approach from their end though. My 9-year-old daughter gets them without question asked, but my 11-year-old son, that's a different story. I have to mention very important details on his account though. Número 1, he has autism. Número 2, he's 11. Puberties happen, and his room stink. Número 3, he's a guy, and his room stinks. Now, when I have to apply those rules, certain things become blurry and sticky, and I can give you a few examples. Mommy, is Santa Claus real? Mommy, Jesus born way back in the 80s, right? Mommy, it's not really a difference between the Republicans and the Democrats, right? Mommy, why are you crying? And when this happened, I have to tell the truth. even when sometimes I don't feel like. But I make those damn rules. And I have to be followed and respected. And I have to be consequent because I am the mom. In talking about rules, it was during my improv training a few years ago when I decided to apply this one for my own life. The rule of yes and. See, improv is a comedy skit, totally unrehearsed, and it takes some insane listening skills to make your partner look awesome. Sometimes in the most darkest or absurd moments. Well, I speak like this, so imagine that. Being supportive and not judgmental and say yes and. This is not an easy rule to follow in a world full of no-nos. Of course, this rule of yes and is conditional and shapeable. For example, would you like to supersize your order? Well, I appreciate this fine offer. Maybe another time. Smile. Or, Mommy, I don't want to eat broccoli. I want ice cream instead. Sure, you can have ice cream right after a few bites of this yummy broccoli. Hello. Well, let me tell you, everything somehow, it works right now. Who knows in the future? But at this point in my life, I find myself in awe, still looking the sunny side of everything and make an optimism a reality. Because at the end, my mind is part of my brain. My brain, part of my body. And after all, I still have one ready to say yes and against all odds. Thank you.